In this discussion, we're going to review the manner in which you change the orifices on the AB sensor head. This can be done with the unit still mounted on the boiler. I would suggest possibly turning off the power so that it cools down a little bit. But first thing I want to remind you to do in all cases, whether you do it on the side of the boiler or whether you take it down to the bench, is with a 1/4 inch Allen, again that's 1/4 inch Allen, loosen the plugs that are on either side. The O2 orifice is located and marked O2 orifice on the right hand side in this orientation. The CO orifice is on the back side in this orientation, in other words the left hand side, with a very similar plug, and the orifice is below that plug. So with a 1/4 inch Allen, we'll remove that plug. And I'm going to remind you again to do that while it's hot, particularly. Just loosen it, just break it loose. If you're especially going to take it down the bench or it's going to cool off entirely. It makes it much easier to remove that Allen. Next step is to use a 5/32 inch Allen. Again, a 5/32 inch Allen. And that will fit right into the Allen screw that really constitutes the orifice. And we'll loosen that up and take it out. And you'll see that the orifice is quite small. Now, an important key factor here that I'll explain to you is that the O2 orifice, which is on this side, is marked with a single hash in the edge of the Allen screw. Again, it's a single hash. And the CO orifice is marked with a double hash, meaning that I'll show you what that really entails. Again, for illustration purposes, the O2 has a single hash that will look like this. The CO has a double hash that will be marked in this manner. So again, keep the two straight. Single O2 and a double hash on the CO orifice edges. Now to put in a new orifice, we'll use the 5/32. We'll just put a very small amount of never sees on the screw itself and reinsert it. Obviously careful not to cross thread. Hand tight, 1/4 turn is fine. Same with the plug. Let's go with never sees on it. And put that inserted, screw it in, and again, no specific torque on this, just strong hand tight. It's for sealing purposes only anyhow. And that's all there is to changing an orifice. Again, you should then go over and do the opposite side, which is the CO orifice. I recommend replacing both orifices at the same time. And they can be cleaned up in an ultrasonic, but for the cost of them, I suggest you always have spare orifice sets on site, and just replace good clean ones when you're going to replace the orifices. That's all that there is to that.